Hello, and welcome to another lesson in music theory. We're going to talk about major scales today. Let's get right into it. Now, we can build any major scale on any note by moving from one note to the next in specific whole and half step patterns. So, we're going to begin by building a major scale on C note. And in order to avoid adding accidentals, we're going to stick to this for now. I'm going to walk you through the process, and then we're going to build other scales. So, we begin with C. What we're going to do is first we're going to move upwards of one whole step. So we go up one half step, and that's our first whole step from C to D. Next, we're going to move another whole step, right? So from D, half step, another half step, that's another half step all the way to E. Now, what it looks like on the keyboard is we're just playing white keys starting from C. Let's continue. Now we go to F, and that's going to be a half step. So it's only one half step from E. And again, we're going to now go one half step up and another one because the fourth movement forward will be a whole step to G. So that's what we got so far. Then we're going to move another half step up and down to A. So okay, then we're going to move another half step up to B. Half step plus half step makes one whole step. And then last but not least, we're going to move to C in one half step, returning to C. So the scale is, remember that major scales are the happy scales. Okay, let's do another one. Here I will show you now the formula, which is in this kind of dim dark green, which will light up as we go through the formula, which is two whole steps, one half step. Three whole steps, one half step. If you continue this formula, you will continue to build major scales no matter what note we start on. So for example, here we're going to start with E flat. Okay, so the first thing we do is one whole step, right? So we go half plus half makes one whole step. And then again, another whole step. So half plus half makes a second whole step. Then we are going to move up one half step. And then again, we think, okay, another whole step. So half step plus half step makes another whole step. Another whole step. So half plus half makes a whole. Another whole step. Half plus half makes a whole. And then one half step. And that gives us the E flat major scale. Okay, let's give it another try. Now we're going to start with D. The first movement forward or up will be a whole step to E. So half step plus half step, we get to E. Now, the second movement forward up will be a whole step to F sharp. So we move half step and whole step. Then our formula says, okay, two whole steps plus one half step. So the third movement forward or up will be a half step to G. Okie dokie, let's go. Now we go up a whole step and to A, so we go half step and whole step. Now the next movement, the fifth movement forward will be a whole step to B, so half step plus half step. Okay, there you go. Now here's where it starts to use sharps because the next movement, forward or up, will be a whole step to C. So we go half step plus half step, and then that's a whole step. So brings us to C sharp. And last but not least, the seventh movement forward or up will be a half step to D. And there you have it. So remember this this pattern, this formula is going to help you build any scale. And by the way, I didn't play the D major scale that we just built. There you go. And any note that you begin with, if you go whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, and then half step at the end. Sorry, I'm going to bring my video down so that you guys can see. That's going to give you a major scale. In the next coming videos, I will talk about how to build minor scales. And minor scales have three ways of being played. Two of those ways are usually combined into one. But we will talk all about that in the next video. In the meantime, study hard. I'll see you on the next one. And don't forget to click in the description to go on the quiz to build major scales. Let's see how you do. There's about 10 exercises there. See how you do. If you have any questions, just hit me up and I will answer. Have a good one.